Hi, welcome to Alcon. We're based in Tamworth in Staffordshire. We've been going since 1983. Our first customer, in fact, was Audi Sport for the Quattro. The business was started by a gentleman called John Moore, who was a racer and had worked in motorsport previously. He went to see his friends at Audi who were struggling with brake issues, and that's where we came in, and we've been going strong ever since. Today we're going to take a look at how we design things, how we manufacture things from a solid lump of aluminium or a forging through to testing it in the R&D facility.
Okay, so this is the engineering department here at Alcon. This is where we create organic structures like this. Brake caliper for the GT racing. We do all the optimization and design work here, and this is where we hand over to the guys for the manufacturing.
The next stage of actually creating the caliper is going onto the shop floor. The first process of actually taking the billet to the caliper form is on the roughing machine. This operation will take roughly 15 to 20 minutes, where we just take as much materials off the job as we can to get it to a more finished stage. As soon as this operation is finished, we'll take it to the Hermley 5-axis machines. This is where we'll start applying the finished cuts to it, making it look more like a caliper. This will take roughly 3 to 4 hours, depending on caliper size. And that's when we start doing our main checks for the features. And when this process is finished, it will then move on to the final process, which is putting the bores in. So the third stage is going to the boring machines, and this is when they put the actual holes into the caliper where the piston bores will sit.
So now the caliper's finished its manufacturing process, it can now go to quality to be checked. So you can probe the caliper in 100, 150 different areas to make sure it's within the tolerances set by the engineer. So the quality engineer will be working to a drawing that the design engineer has done. On that will be a whole list of different tolerances that the part must adhere to. If anything is not found to be adhering to the tolerances, then it's either rectified or the part will be scrapped and we'll have to make a whole one from scratch again. If everything's within, then the part can then be sent off for its next stage, which is to be coated.
So once the brake system is designed and the package is put together, we then test it on the brake dynamometer to analyse the friction performance and analyse all of the different characteristics of the brake, which are important for pedal feel and consistent performance over the entire temperature range. And it's you can see it's quite a dramatic process. There's a lot of heat, there's a lot of violence to the process, and it's something that you don't necessarily appreciate when you're sat inside the car.
And of course, the great thing about being at Alcon, with the passion that we've got here, is working on some incredible race cars. And looking back at rallying and Pikes Peak and when Group B went to Colorado, we've been involved with Dave Rowe's Quattro S1, the short wheelbase car, which is absolutely unbelievable. And of course, last year the VW, the IDR, broke the record at Pikes Peak, and it was a magical moment to be involved in that programme. And of course, we're still in rallycross with the likes of Petter Solberg, which is fantastic, NASCAR, and to this day we're still involved in Formula One, which is very high-tech, very challenging, but a real buzz to be working in that field. Clearly the world of motorsport is changing, and certainly for us at Alcon, we're staying at the forefront of technology to make sure that what we design and develop here is still relevant in future years. But I have to say, whilst it's changing, it's still incredibly exciting, and I'm fairly sure, like many others in the world of professional motorsport, that we've got a very bright future.